All right. So
That's
the sun rises on the 24th of Baracus, also known as Phaethon's Fallen. You have spent the night preparing and getting things ready, getting the town ready, evacuating those that would go, finding shelter for those that would find it. Before the morning rises and Vargir, you reach down to feel the earth beneath your feet as you start to hear the rumble of heavy footfalls in the distance. You have situated yourselves just out of town, setting up a tripwire almost contraption so that if anything passes through it, I'm assuming it's going to be like a couple of feet high, not right down on the ground for a human to fall over, but a robot of significant size. As you hear the shaking of the ground, you kind of look around at these party members, crew members, dare you say, companions, as you have yet again come together for the cause of good, in your eyes at least, for this town. As you kind of situate yourselves by you got the rail on one side of you, a couple of outskirt buildings that no one inhabits to the other side of you, you can see in the distance a lurking shadow starting to come out. This is past the mists. You can still see the mists on the horizon, but this has definitely left the mists already. And it looks humanoid, but it looks like it has overarching shoulders that kind of support its gravity that go down into the center of it. It's just a silhouette at the moment. And that's when you hear as you see a little dot leave it before a canister comes flying down next to you. Now, the way that a Titan works is it is a lumbering beast. And so it does not take an initiative roll. Instead, every 20 minutes, no matter what is happening, the Titan will take an action. So I need you all to roll initiative now.
Oh, shit. That's a good start.
Gotta use the markup. Here we go. Oh, that's not bad.
Sounds like a good start.
Only +1 though.
Only +1.
Yeah.
Artificers aren't necessarily the most dexterous.
No, I've got no reason for Dex really.
One of those things, it feels like they should be because they're manipulating things.
This is true.
I mean, I'm a +2.
So,
Okay.
I'm going to start off by getting all your initiatives, and then we will result this canister landing. So, Ghost.
20.
Very good.
Nice.
Hera.
18.
Nice.
Molokov.
16.
Good rolls. Bargier.
5.
Good rolls. Puck.
17.
Oh.
Very nice. Very nice.
16, 17, 18, 20.
5.
All right. So a couple of things happen. As this canister, bang, it slams into the ground. You see it kind of split open, and pouring out come these humanoid creatures that are about 5-6 feet tall. And as they come out, they kind of rip their linens and their shirts, and they start to sprout fur down their arms and across their back as they start to take the form of jackals, as these jackal wares clamber out. As the canister hits the ground, though, a lot of shrapnel goes flying. As a result of your D100s, Vargir, rubble crashes around you, and the 10 feet radius is considered difficult terrain.
Okay.
Puck, a piece of metal scratches across your shoulder, and you take 3 points of damage. Molokov, same thing. A piece of shrapnel kind of sticks into your leg as you kind of throw it out, and you take 6 points of damage. Ghost, you hear this thing hit the ground, and the shockwave of it rings through your ears. You are deafened until your second turn.
Ooh, that's rough.
And Hera, you a couple of debris flick out and hit kind of your shins. Your speed is slowed until your second turn, so you are half speed. As you guys, let me move you to the map. See these guys in front of you. One of the jackals comes out, and they are holding a almost like a scimitar or rapier, and it is giving off almost a grey glow around it. Which is this guy down here. So, with the Titan still off in the distance, your first threat is this first wave of attacks. As they clamber out and they are looking aggressive, they are looking not drugged, but they are ravenous. They are ready to fight.
Is that guy on top of a building?
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool.
So, top of the round, Ghost, you're up.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right.
And just for your reference, the timer now starts.
Yep. Just a reminder, Puck, you've got the repeating shot, and Hero, you've got the mind shot and the ropes. If you need more information on that, I'll give that to you come the time. Boy. I'm deaf. Oh, I'm not prepared for this. I am going to shaking my head. Ghost is kind of holding his ears, looking around, sees Puck and Molokov have both been tagged by shrapnel. Not really able to hear anything. Pulls out one of his hammers from behind him and clips an attachment to the front. Runs over to Molokov. Oh boy. And taps it down on his chest, and a brand pops up across the front of your armor and just kind of floats just an inch off it. I'm casting heroism on you.
Very nice.
Remind me what this does.
This is new. This is... You're immune to being frightened and gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of your turns.
Ha!
For a minute. I say, get in there! And we'll take the rest of my movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. We're going to brace up against this, whatever this is here.
Yeah, 5-foot platform.
5 foot.
Like I said, you're just a little bit out of town. This is probably like, you know how there's like always rail yards, and then like just out from the rail yard there's the old one that kind of sits there abandoned. Yeah.
That's right.
So that's +4 temp HP at the start of each of my turns.
At the start of each of your turns, yeah.
Cool.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. All right, Hera, you're up. With Puck on deck.
Okay. Let's see.
As you kind of start your turn, you hit your shins. You know your legs are sore, so you got half movement, but everything else is fine.
Okay. In that case, I will probably sort of see that Ghost is cast a little bit of help onto Molokov, and I'll sort of say the same thing, and I'll be like, you You're always better at this stuff. Go get them. And I'll sort of put my hands on his back and I'll sort of pull away and run forward. And as I pull away, I'm going to almost pull out like a copy of his armor and sort of slap an arcane armor on myself and cast mage armor.
Nice.
Which I believe makes my AC.
Let me know when it's the end of your turn, because then we can start the next one.
Yeah, sorry. And then I'm just gonna sort of see what ghosted and start running that way. So that's my turn. So I'm half movement.
All right, Puck, you're up. Molokov, you're on deck.
Cool. I'm going to move down to here, poke my nose out, and I'm going to shoot that one because that's the one I can see
Yeah, sure, go for it.
with my new repeating crossbow.
Uh-huh.
And that is a +8. That's a 27 to hit.
That'll definitely hit. Go for damage.
And is it sneak attack? Because he doesn't know I'm there, or
Yeah, let's go for sneak attack.
cool, even better. Okay, that is
They're kind of still piling out of this thing, so definitely he wouldn't have seen you.
yeah, cool. That's what's that? 8 + 6, 14 points of piercing damage.
Very nice.
And then I'm going to move back and jump on Swifty.
Nice.
And then I'm going to move him and I behind the big boy.
Sure.
Yeah, and sort of confused by this loading mechanism. And that's my turn.
Love it. So just as you do that, sorry, if you want to reevaluate where this
okay.
is, this is his dangerous terrain.
Fuck that.
Dangerous and difficult.
Difficult, sorry.
I'll probably just move back to, just jumping on Swift Scalar where he was. And then that'll be pretty much there, sort of.
Cool.
That'll be it, my turn.
Awesome. Molokov, you're up.
All right. I see Hare run off in a copy of my armor and go, shit, if I'd known if it was that easy, I would have gone to that years ago. And I think what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to run up to Vargir, sort of see what we're dealing with here. And I'm going to reach up again and just hold on to your... Essentially, I throw like a handful of this powder over your mace. Click. It bursts into flames for a moment, and I'm going to cast Magic Weapon on it.
Sick.
Seeing what we're fighting. I will use my last 5 feet, come forward a bit. Oh, sorry, I'll add those temporary hit points before I forget. Cool. And then, I don't know if I'm close enough yet. I am for a disadvantage shot. He puts all his might into a throw with the shield.
Yep.
Disadvantage. One of them was at 18, the other one's a 4, so that's
4.
11.
Your shield kind of swings out, and this jackal kind of looks at it and dodges out of the way as it whoosh, comes back.
All good, all good. That's all.
That's all? All right.
That's all.
That brings us to their turn. All right, let's charge forward. The one with the grey glowing scimitar will kind of give like a roar up into the air as they all kind of start to rush forward. So let's go 30. And some of them will start coming up and around. And this one will kind of like move to the next building, kind of see him like standing at the back, and he's holding up this blade as it kind of gives off this glow. One of them got into combat with you, Molokov, so he's going to take a swing at you. That is not going to hit with a total of 9.
Hang on to that.
All right. That brings us to Vargir. You're up.
Okay. So there's 10 foot around me, is it?
It is, yeah.
So like, yeah, around here. So basically, okay, cool. Basically, what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna kind of like lay out my hands for a second to my side, and just like say, remember this is for peace, and my hands will start glowing green, and then Molokov, Ghost, and Puck, you'll get some green aura starting to come around you, and I'm gonna bless you 3.
Oh, very nice.
Yes!
And then I'm going to move. I'm just gonna say, I'll just 15 foot right next to this guy on Obak.
Who was that? Sorry, it was Molokov.
Molokov, Puck, Ghost. Sorry, Dale.
And that's just a D4 to everything, yeah?
D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Wonderful.
Nice. And Obak kind of trips over some of the rubble, but you manage to get him out of the difficult terrain.
Yeah, nice. Yes, that will be my turn.
Sure. That brings us to the top of the round. Ghost, you're up.
Oi, me again. I will. Easy enough to climb onto this platform.
Yes. It's a
Cool.
hoist. It's a hoist up.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Gonna run up to in behind those boxes there, and seeing this one that's kind of seems to be a leader of some sort. Oh, I don't have a lot of things I can do. Oh, level 3.
Oh, sorry. Your ears stop ringing, and you are no longer deaf.
Ah, wonderful. This is good. This is good. Oh, fuck me! I have a steel defender. Can we get that on the board?
You sure can. Is that an action?
That already exists.
It already exists,
Technically,
cool.
that should just be here.
Yeah, sure. Here he is.
Wonderful. Look at me forgetting my features.
I wasn't sure whether it was a summon or what, but yes, he is here.
Yeah, he's essentially a companion.
Yep.
Like similar to a base companion. Wonderful. Okay, this makes things more interesting. He can do stuff. Blah blah blah. Does that. That's not stuff in it. Okay. He's going to.
Take your time, Michael.
Yeah, I know. Jesus! I'm gonna take a shot at the one holding the sword, but I'm gonna try and knock the sword out of his hand.
Sure. I think we agreed that any specific shot will be at disadvantage.
Yep. Sure thing. Disadvantage, that is a +7, so 19 to hit.
19, that'll hit. Go for damage.
Absolutely. 1d. It's not +5. It's not magic, so it's only +2. So 4 points of damage.
This is a non-magical attack.
This is a silvered weapon.
Sure. So it pierces into its hand, and you see him reacting, kind of. You see it kind of sizzle a little bit, and he's going to make a dex save. And you see him drop the sword, and it clambers down. You see the glow kind of start to dissipate from it, and all the jackal wares around it like kind of turn back suddenly. As Molokov, you see the one in front of you as it goes to it's swiping at you. Its hand suddenly just becomes a normal hand, and it like slaps against your shield before it goes back to a claw.
Ooh, interesting. Cool. Yep. Cool. I'm gonna say, Envy, guard the others, and Steel Defender will jump off. We'll come this way. 5, 10, 20.
Nice. It kind of like clambers itself around the wood, wood on metal sound, but it comes down and flanks this one down here.
Yep. That's all.
Anything else?
That's it.
Hera, you're up. Your shins are still sore, but you have full movement back in your step.
Muted.
You're muted.
Okay, that's all right. I'm just panicking internally,
Yeah, me too.
anyways. So
Hera's like, oh, I got.
yeah, it's essentially what I was saying. Okay. I think run up there, following Ghost. Yeah, I think I will see that the leader's dropped the sword.
Yeah.
While it's out of his hand. That's what we like to see. I'm going to
All the rulers.
sort of shove my hand down into my satchel and like right down it to the bottom and pull out like a little crusted up like napkin and open it up and it'll have these sort of like dead bugs and stuff in it. And I'm just gonna sort of crush them up into my hand and then blow them towards him. I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on the
Oh,
leader.
I like it. You see the bugs kind of like they filter out and they almost start floating to the ground before they fly over in an undead swarm kind of way. What do they need to do?
It's an attack roll. So
Okay, sure.
That is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is... 6 poison damage.
Nice. The bugs start like just flying into him, and he starts like clawing at his skin, starting to scratch himself as well. Nicely done.
But that is gonna be all.
All right, Puck, you're up.
Cool. I am going to, on Swift Scale, just move up here. He's got 40. Actually, instead of moving to whatever, I'm going to get into here, and I'm probably going to dismount and try and hide behind him,
Sure.
or just get hidden enough in there.
Yep. Give me a stealth check.
So my bonus is that's a modified 20.
Sure. You slip into the gap.
Yeah, too distracted by the big dinosaur that just ran up and
Yep.
by being eaten by bugs. And I'm going to take a shot at that guy.
Go for it. At the main
same
guy? Yeah.
Yeah, the boss guy.
Go for it.
With my D4, that makes that a 19 plus a lot, a 19 plus 8.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So 27. And I'm hidden, so sneak attack.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I rolled 2 ones.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that makes it makes it 8 points of piercing, and my crossbow will reload. Oh, 8? No. Is that, no. Yeah, that's calculated. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So that's 8 points of piercing.
Nice. You aim it across like one of the crates and just fire it off, and it just like pierces them straight through the shoulder. As you fire your crossbow, you see it just reload again. Quite a handy tool.
You get used to this. I'll say, like, looking at Ghost, sorry. We need to take down that leader. And then I will. I think I'll end my turn. Yeah, I'll end my turn.
Cool. Molotov, you're up.
Wonderful. I don't think there's much else for it. I'm gonna this one trying to claw at me in my face.
Yeah.
I just bring the arm back and just try and clock it with the metallic arm.
Go for it.
21.
That'll definitely hit. Some big hits there.
Hey, come here. That is 9 points of thunder damage.
Ooh, very nice. Does he get pushed?
No.
No. So you kind of like go for the punch, and then it just 1 inch away, your arm just
Yeah.
does an extra thud. Nice. He takes the hit. It does look too happy, and as you do hit him, you see some of the fur kind of like retract and then grow again.
Cool. I don't think I'm going to do any of that just yet. Yep. No. Just standing there, shield at the ready.
All right.
That's it.
Cool. That brings us to their turns. And I forgot about this guy down here. So he is going to move running up around the outside. And the main guy is going to see the sword on the ground and go down and pick it up again. He's going to use his main action to do that and kind of like grip it in his hand as he looks out and gives another roar, and all the other ones kind of roar back, and you see them kind of get a bit more pumped up. But now we're going to start moving some guys into attacking positions. So he's going to go there. He's going to go there.
Yeah.
He's going to continue coming around. Oh.
Oh.
And now,
good.
as you hear a rumble
no.
midway through that turn, I need everyone to roll another D100, please.
Oh,
Oh no! I knew there's a reason I left my D100 out.
Oh, that's not okay.
Just
Got a 53.
My favorite thing about a D100, you never know if it's good or bad.
I was this close to a
Correct.
100.
So let's just take it one at a time. So let's go Molotov.
14.
14. As another rumble occurs, like this is happening around you, something else has landed, whether it's another capsule or something damaging. What was it, a 14? Some wreckage kind of comes from the back of you. You will take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Hera.
It's a 94.
94. As this wreckage hits Molokov on the back of the head, you kind of look over to him and don't look where you're stepping. Slip down. You are prone.
Ah,
Classic hair, eh?
Classic.
tripped on me tail.
Who's next? Puck.
63.
63. Oh no. Give me a deck save, please.
I think you'll find I'm very good at those. And does Bless work for saving throws?
Yeah.
It does.
Does.
It does. Okay, that's a 19 before a modifier of plus dex save plus 7, so 26.
All right, that's good. That's good. So you take as a piece of shrapnel again, pierces, but this one goes quite deep, and you take 11 points of piercing damage.
How the hell am I getting hit by shrapnel? I'm hidden behind everyone. 11 points.
Yes,
On a successful save.
on a successful save.
Hell, that would have almost
Ghost.
killed me.
It's okay. I might be in the same bracket. 53.
53. Interesting. You... the platform... Oh, where's my mouse gone? The platform you are standing on kind of crumbles under the shockwave of whatever has just hit, and it becomes difficult terrain.
Aww.
And who's left? Vargir.
15.
15. As all this is happening around you, you get dust caught in your eyes, and you are blinded until your next turn.
It's okay with me.
So that's actually a good one for you. All right. Now, this guy has picked up his blade. Everyone else is running in for an attack. So let's roll them. Actually, this guy's going to move
I'll
up.
just. So that guy and this guy haven't moved yet.
Yes, correct. I don't think he can actually reach. He can get to there. So let's go from bottom to top. Let's go an attack on Ghost from this guy here.
Ooh.
That is plus 4, so that's only a 12.
That misses.
Alright. This guy's going to go for Molotov.
I will use the Steel Defender's reaction to impose disadvantage on that attack.
Very good, that's a total of 9. This guy will go for Vargir. That's a natural 1. And then the guy above him will go for Vargir. That's better, a 19.
Yeah, that will hit.
So he will reach out and try and bite you. Sorry, rolling a d20 for damage. What am I on?
Please don't.
Well, considering the shrapnel was a 22. there.
It's not a lot of damage. That is a 3 total
3 total.
of piercing damage. But as it bites into you, you kind of feel a bit of a weird feeling. I need to make you to make a con save.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's not good. That's a 3.
That's a 3. You kind of feel something sink into your blood as this thing tears into you and then pulls back. All right, Vargir, you are up, and so you are blind for this round, and then your next turn you will be unblinded.
Sure. Okay. I guess feeling like where I think I'm gonna go and strike the one that hit me just recently. So the one up top, this one here.
Yep.
So I'm going to, yeah, I'm just gonna use my mace to give him a little whack.
Go for it.
That's a 20. Oh no, sorry. A 22.
That'll hit.
And I'm going to smite this.
Smite him.
So
He didn't just bite you.
this is true. Little cunt.
That's how we all feel about the one that you saved last time.
Oh.
This is Sebastian thinking that, not Mark. Yeah. Yeah, sweet. Okay. It's gonna be. That's real good. That is so the mace itself is gonna do 8 damage.
Yeah.
Plus
and-
1.
Plus 1, so 9 damage.
Yeah.
And then the smite is gonna be 12.
Nice. He bites into you, like just catching you like on the upper arm, and you rip it off, feeling something pump into your blood, and you just get your mace and swing it with momentum and whack him across the face, and his jaw just cracks as he falls down dead.
Oh, nice. Question: are these guys fiends?
They are not.
Okay. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Ghost, you're up.
Bloody hell. Yeah, right. The leader. Fuck. I'm not prone, am I? I'm just in difficult terrain, so that first 5 feet will be an extra 10 feet.
Correct. Hera,
Okay.
you are prone in difficult terrain.
The one that's in front of you has an arrow sticking out of its shoulder, though.
Correct.
Man. Ranged weapons suck when you're in melee combat. Okay, that's cool. I will stand up and move 15 feet to the other side of that
Sure.
guy. Try and keep his attention. Do I try and shoot him or smack him with a hammer that's going to do nothing? I'm actually going to attempt to knock him backwards off the platform.
Okay, that'll
So
be
I'm
a
going to
strength.
kind of come low and try and trip him.
Yeah, that'll be a strength contest.
Oh boy.
Unless you got something to help you with that.
You
I mean,
got a
I'm
D4.
blessed.
You got a, yeah.
Yeah, you do have D4.
That's more for attack, so can I add that?
It's an ability check, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it's just pretty much anything.
It's
for
just, no, it's attacks and
Oh,
saving
Attack
throw.
roll and saving throw.
attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Vargir's presence doesn't inspire you here.
That's all right. 17.
17.
Yeah.
He like tracks you walking around, and then you kind of like almost do a step and give him a shove, and he goes to put his foot back and he misses the platform and falls down here prone.
Yes. Wonderful. I will keep moving. 5, 10, 15. That's my. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. Down to here and just post up. But I'll whistle to Envy. And, ooh, where are you going to go? It's actually going to circle. Can we move between enemies? Not really.
You can move through friendlies. Not enemies, no.
Not enemies, no.
You could go here. Like you can go
Yep.
diagonal.
That's what I'm looking at. I think we'll come to that spot there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And is going to... Yeah, we'll attack. So there's a mechanical whirring sound that speeds up and a bright light forms in the throat of the steel defender, and then suddenly boom, the shockwave just releases. That's a force empowered rend. It's just a melee attack.
Nice. Against who?
Against
West?
this one here.
Okay, yep.
So that is a... Oh god, I gotta find a stat block again. Where is it? Nope, features and traits. It's a plus. Dear lord, where is this one? I need it. Plus... My spell attack modifier, +4. Only 12.
A 12 will hit.
Yep. Woo! Okay. Ooh, that was good. 10 points of force damage.
Nice. Nice. As these two dogs of unnatural forms fight each other, Envy bites into him and does some serious damage. Anything else?
That's it.
Hera, you're up. You're prone. You're in difficult terrain.
Yeah. Does that mean it's gonna cost me like
All your movement to stand up.
all of my movement to do anything? Cool. If
Well,
I
sorry,
just
it's going to
don't
take half your movement to
up,
stand up, and then you've only got half of your half. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So
Cool, cool.
7.5 foot, so 1 square.
Yeah.
Cool. And these two
They're just
are
crates.
still
Yeah.
there? Okay. These I can't really see.
You can see everyone on the battlefield. They're just there for flavor.
Okay. How bad Malcolm Baggy looking?
Say again?
How bad?
How bad Baggy and Molokov looking?
You've seen him at worse.
Has Baggy been hit?
He's muted.
No, Varga's fine. He's only been hit very minorly.
Okay.
Puck's probably the worst out of us.
Yeah. a way to heal Puckler. Suppose I will probably just cast. Cast. Yeah, I think I'm just going to. Yeah, I'm just going to cast Toll the Dead on this guy.
On an old mate.
On old mate down here.
Cool.
Actually, this guy's been injured as well. And
Correct.
he's closer. I think I'll sort of like almost half think about turning and running and sort of.
Can you see
can
him?
almost-
If he's fallen down. He's on his back, and we're up on a platform.
Yeah, it's fine. The platform's not high.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll sort of see Puck get fucking skewered by this shrapnel. Sort of stand in front and smack the cigarette holder, and he has to make a wisdom saving.
Wisdom
throw.
save. Wisdom is straight, so that is a 13.
Well, that's a failure.
Oi!
Takes 8 necrotic damage.
Nice. As this bell kind of encapsulates around him, as he's fallen into the ground, the soil kind of just melts away as he gets taken down into the depths. And dies.
Nice.
Anything else?
No, I suppose because I don't really have any movement. I suppose I can move one square. I'll just sort of back up a little bit.
Sure.
And I'll just, I guess, say to Parker, you alright? Do you have any way to heal yourself?
And that leads us nicely into Buck's turn.
I have nothing. I used it last time. Like between gasping breaths. And I'm gonna pop a shot off at big boy up the top there.
Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit. Go for damage.
Still sneak attack?
You have shot him a couple of times now. I'm going to say no sneak attack on this
I've
one.
only shot him once from there though, and I haven't moved from bit behind where I am. Up to you.
I'm going to say no for this one.
Okay. Okay, so that is 11 points of piercing damage.
Very nice. It pierces into him and he's looking very hurt. Now he's groaning,
Yep.
he's bleeding out.
I'm going to jump on to Swift Scale,
Yep.
and then, so that's going to cost 5.
I think it's half your movement to mount.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not moving anymore.
Oh, yeah,
I'm a dinosaur. 5, 10. So that's technically 10. And he's going to move into 40. Need to stop this guy at the top. I'm probably just going to get down next to Ghost.
Cool.
And I'll stop there. Yep.
Sweet. All right.
Which way?
Yeah.
Which direction is the Titan?
Southeast, down here.
Okay. And is it a long way away, or is it like you could get to it?
So at the moment, you start looking up and you see this thing is approaching. You know that you've laid some traps and stuff to slow it down, but you can start now seeing this hulking figure moving out from the distance. So basically the way we're going to play it is if you reach either border, you will be able to start interacting with it. And because by the time that happens, it will be moving closer. You see this thing moving along, and is very similar to that you've seen of Sheriff, of Korg in the desert, but it is a lot more wider in the shoulders. You see one of the arms is completely missing. There is just a gaping hole where the shoulder should be. But on the other arm, you see a kind of at a right angle, almost a firing platform. And you see it smoke coming out of it, as that's where the canisters are going to be coming from. You see a head that's kind of been bolted on and welded in really bad fashion. And you can see little colored bits of lightning arcing around it. Green, red, white. Just almost like static electricity fizzling around it, indicating that something is going on in there. You look down to the chest and you see a burning red light emitting from it, as you can hear gears whirling and moving around. Your eyes come down to the legs, and one is it's almost in two halves, at the kneecap, but it looks like two big cylindrical tubes. And you can see from the outside that it is got ladders over it. It seems that it houses people in there. But the other leg is not like that at all. It is thin and wired, and it comes down to a wheel that is kind of being dragged along. So, that brings us to the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right. Molotov, you're up.
Wonderful. I think seeing the Titan get closer and closer, and kind of wanting to disperse this group as fast as possible, I think he looks over at the leader, thinks for a moment, and then reaches for one of the chains on protruding from his backpack. Goes and he pulls it down, and you see just a little bit of smoke come from one of the barrels out of his bag, and he just does like the wraparound thing and gives it another yank.
Yep.
And then another one. And then on the third, it just three just essentially missiles launch out the top, and then just sort of start spiraling directly towards Leader Man.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
Casting magic missiles.
Amazing.
Nice.
As you give it the crank, and it's like,
Yeah.
and then it goes and then they fly up, creating a howling, whistling noise, remnant of Rule and his machine. But they flick into him, and I think it's straight damage, is it?
It is straight
Yeah.
damage. They just hit.
Unless he can cast shield.
That's
He cannot cast, no.
Oh, those are some good rolls. Plus, they all just have +1. So 12 points of damage.
Oh, nice. As they bang smack into him, you see him kind of like reel from it, and as he does, he like drops this shining blade again, and it cling cling clatters to the ground. As it does, he kind of like stumbles himself back as you see him reverting to a more human form before he's trying to keep it up, but then the last missile just hits him in the chest, and he just falls down dead with the sword next to him.
And then I'm just going to turn back to the group in front of us. Your leader is gone. Run.
As you do that, the sword clambers to the ground, tink, 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 and you see them kind of start to lose their muscles as they try and push for it, but they are turning back as whatever presence was coming from the sword starts to dissipate.
Ooh, cool. That is it. That's all there.
Cool. That brings us to their turn. They are going to do a save. All right. These three are going to stay in combat, but you see that the other one down the bottom starts to leave and actually goes off the map there. And this one up the top starts to bolt as well. As you see, like as they're starting to run away as well, they're doing big leaps, and then it becomes like a little jog, and then a leap as they're starting to revert back to their human form. These three in combat, though, they will try and do one last bite, but they are losing a lot of their power. So we'll go from top to bottom. But before we do that, I need everyone to roll a D100 for me. So, Hera.
Is muted.
$62.
60.
Yeah, I put paper on it.
2. I need you to make a strength check, please.
Ooh. Ooh, 18.
18. As you see this Titan approaching, you can now see it in the distance. It kind of turns and faces its firing arm towards everyone and goes thump, and just fires another canister down, and it rocks around. Rubble collapses around you, but you manage to push it off with a heave, and you are not pinned down. Molotov.
99.
Ooh.
99.
Don't like that he has to read it.
Yeah, so when this thing hits, instead of bodies coming out and running around, a liquid just washes out, and you see it catch on fire as an inferno blazes around you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw, so bless.
Yep.
Yes, bless.
God. The bless was great. The bless was a 4. The rest of the roll was not. That's a total of 10.
Total 10, unfortunately, is not enough. So you will take
Oh, shit.
8 points of fire damage.
Cool. Thank God for these 10 hit points.
So I'm just going to put this next to you. Who was next? Puck.
27.
27. From the rumble, the ringing in your ears vibrates out. You are deafened until your next turn. Ghost.
54.
54. You look like you're bringing the rubble with you.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Always take the rubble with you.
And Varget.
47.
So I need you to make a strength check, please.
Yeah, sure. That is a, I believe, 13.
13, nice. You see a bit coming towards you, and you kind of shove it off, making sure it doesn't hit Obuk. Neither of you are pinned down or
That's good.
anything of that effect. So these three are going to go and try and take a bite. So let's go one-on-one. So one for Envy. That's a 15.
That is their armor class.
All right, they will take 4 points of damage, and I don't believe that I can infect you, so I will go for
Damage
Molotov.
immunity, poison.
Yeah,
So,
Molotov. That's an 11 to hit.
sorry. No, then I would have done it anyway. I'll pose disadvantage.
Sure.
Strike. So, take that reaction.
And then Vargear. That is a 17.
Miss.
Miss. As they all kind of, and they're trying to bite into you, and the teeth go from sharp to more blunt, and they start to panic, and they're going to try and disengage. They're not going to use disengage, but they're going to try and all run away. So opportunities if you wish.
Yeah, can I do non-lethal?
Sure.
Yeah, this guy's hit me a couple times. I'm definitely going to try and swipe at him.
That's not good anyway.
Not bad.
That's an 8 to hit.
An 8 to hit will not hit.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a 17.
That will hit.
Oh, mixed damage.
I'm still. I've still got that. I'm just wondering that poison.
It's
I'm not-
you're
I'm
still
not-
feeling it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wait, no. Thunder Gauntlets. That's a different dice. Haha. Still good damage. That's 11 thunder damage. The one running from me.
Cool. That you absolutely trip him up, and as he starts to revert, you just punch him in the back, and you feel the spine go, and he dies.
Wunderbar.
All right, and these guys do make it out, so 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. All right, that brings us to Vargear, your turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna chase after them.
Okay, so as you kind of look up past them, to reach the Titan, you just have to hit the border of either the east or south of the
Yeah,
map.
sweet. What I will go do though is I might swing down here and I might pick up that blade.
Sure.
But yes, but sorry, hold up. So that's 30, so I can get to there, and then I'll just dash. So I'll just have to pick it up next turn.
That is absolutely fine. That's not what I want. Cool. Who's up next? It is Ghost.
Wunderbar. Kick my way out of the. Oh, that's a ruler. Kick my way out of the rubble, and call Envy over. But turn to Puck. Boy, you really took the fucking brunt of that one, didn't you? This'll sting. And I kind of tilt his head to the side and plunge a syringe into the side of his neck.
Oh,
But this is a cure wounds.
good thing you're friends.
So sharp sting, and then you feel massive amounts of relief.
Need my fix.
That is a good roll. That is 10 points of healing.
That's a big help, thank you.
No worries. Got bigger things to deal with anyway. I will jump onto MB.
Yep. Sorry, I'll send Envy to the back. There you go.
Wonderful. And that's all the movement we've got there. So
All right. Hera, you're up.
Okay. I suppose I can see these guys are all scampering off. Some terrain there, so I go. Looks like we're making a move. That's all. Is that all still fire?
Yes.
There. One over there, and feline agility.
Nice. As Hera starts like jogging and then sprinting, as you've never seen him move so fast in your life.
Come on, let's go. It's Molotov as I go first. Oh, he's not even there.
Oh, he's too busy like trying to put these flames out.
Get out of the fire. Did you not see the house? Let's come on. Let's go.
There's no basilisk in there. Let's go.
You're allowed. How come you're allowed to play with fire and I get in trouble? This is bullshit.
All right. Anything else you're doing?
Bing bong. No, because I think about casting spell, but I don't.
All right. If that's you done, Puck, you're up.
Cool. So it doesn't matter what border I get to at all?
Correct.
Cool. Well, I'm just going to... Oop, I'm in the wrong tool. I'm going to look over at Ghost and say, let's get this done. And just, bang, head down there.
Nice. As you run off on sort of scale, you see the Titan moving across. It's like moving one leg slowly, and then it's dragging the wheel behind it afterwards. And as you see it now, it is now hitting the wire that you set up. And you see the leg kind of... and it can't quite get there. And instinctively, it moves the wheel up equally, and it kind of starts to lose balance. So it is stationary at the moment. My question to you is, what leg are you going for?
Who said anything about going for legs?
If any.
So you said there's a hole where it's missing an arm.
Correct. It has its right arm. It does not have its left arm.
So and like there's a hole into the torso.
It appears that way. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to use what we set up. So I have a bomb.
Yep.
And I have essentially a grappling hook, a fixed arrow.
Yeah.
And I want to use. I've still got 40 feet of movement I could do on swift scale if he dashes.
Yep.
Plus my own movement. I want to get as close as I can get. I want to shoot the grapple up, and then I want to try and drop the bomb into the chest, which I assume is full of mechanical parts that are important.
Be a good assumption. So you ride around on swift scale, and he's like running through the dirt. You aim up. I need you to make a shot at disadvantage, as it's quite high.
Sure. I reckon swift scale like runs and he like jumps off a little mound.
Yep.
And so I'm like slightly in the air. Everything goes slow motion.
Sure.
Disadvantage. Let's go with another one. I still have the D4 though. Only got a 1. All right. So the lower of the two. Is this including my crossbows to hit?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. That is a. What would that make it? A 19, the lower of the two.
19. Swing up, and you see this grappling hook fly through the air as this Titan kind of it's become stationary at this point, and your grappling hook grabs onto the shoulder part, and it becomes taut real fast. I'm assuming you're now trying to go to climb up it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that will be your turn for now, as it's quite high up.
Sure.
So you are swinging up it. You're now off swift scale and on the side of this Titan.
Yep, I'm using my my athletics advantage that I got from my speaking to the dead people thing. I can't remember what it's called.
Love it.
It's like that's just thematically.
Yes.
There's like a ghost whispering in my ear. But a different ghost, not our ghost.
Yeah, you feel your muscles are starting to hurt because this is pulling yourself up purely on your arms, but you're going. All right, that brings us to Molkov.
I'm going to get out of the fire.
All right, you kind of roll out of the fire.
Yeah, I suppose I will let, seeing the rest of the jackals reverting and running. I'm gonna run.
That's the sound of the grappling hook.
And I suppose if that's less than half a move, if we're in hot pursuit, I think I'm gonna run up to. I've used 30 feet. I'm gonna dash over to Obark and then half your movement up. So that'll just be.
Oh.
Can I also mount Obark behind?
Sure.
Certainly can.
Vargia?
You have all my permission.
Wonderful. Well, there's
Ride
still
my donkey.
Yeah, if it's all willing and stuff, like it's obviously not comfortable. But for the purpose of this, it's
I
all
think it'd be better than trying to jump on the dog or on the
Sure,
on
sure.
the dinosaur. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all.
Are you going hands on shoulders or hands on hips?
It's got to be one hand on the shoulder, one hand on the shield.
Yeah, sure.
Molokov's very conscious of that. He would.
Love it.
all right. Anything else you're doing?
No, that'll be all.
All right.
Try to protect us.
That brings us to the Jackalware's turns. They're going to keep bolting, as they are no longer fighting you guys. But you see them reverting more and more, and their runs become more human-like as they are losing a lot of their shape changing. Again, whilst this is happening, you can hear little bits going on around the town. Obviously, some have popped up over somewhere else, but it seems like the village is fighting as well. Smoke starts to rise, and so on and so forth. But that brings us to Vargia, as you see this glowing blade in front of you, as Molokov jumps onto the back.
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna look at it for a bit and thinking like there was kind of like a link between these creatures and this. Prefer to keep it on me than anyone else.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna grab it and just kind of like sheath it somewhere.
Nice. It requires no attunement, so you can add a moon-touched sword.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I see. Cool. Yep. Okay, cool. And then I am going to, I guess, just start going for the Titan. So,
So you can go for this border as well.
oh right, yeah, great. Okay, I think it's probably about the same, right? Yeah, just about. Yeah, I'll go for that border then. Taking us over here, I'll obviously dash.
Nice. As you move with Obuk, you see this thing stationary, and you see Puck swinging around on the left side of it, hoisting himself up. So you see one of these legs as a very big cylindrical space that kind of goes down into a foot. And as you approach it, you can hear movement inside it. But the other leg looks like it's housing, you know, the one-wheeled skateboards, the one wheels. So it's got like a square around it, but the wheel's in the center, and it's kind of churning it before that kind of very flimsily connects up to the body as well. Which would you like to head for?
I'll probably head for the Molokov. Yeah, Molokov. The hollow one? Yeah, sweet. We'll go for the hollow one. The one where everyone's living.
Sure, the one with the noises coming from it?
Yeah. Also, was that a moon touch scimitar? Long sword, short sword?
I'm going to say it was a scimitar.
Scimitar. Oh, yeah.
Cool. And also, I would just like to keep an eye out to see if I can see Dre or any of his, like...
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Am I allowed? Because I've already done an action to dash.
That's fine. Just give me a passing perception check. Oh, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception... Sorry, just let me get that up. Passive perception is 11.
11. Look around. There's a lot of dust. This thing has kind of come to a standstill. There's gears and smoke coming off it. Too much is going on at the moment, but you do keep an eye out.
Cool.
I'm going to say that you guys approach this leg, and you can hear scratching and moving from within, but you're on the outside of it now. That's the end of your turn.
Cool.
That brings us to top of the round. Ghost, you're up.
Wonderful. I am also going to get a move on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Just takes me to the limit. So I guess I'd better dash.
All right, dash to which leg? You see Molokov and Vargir going around this housing. The other, you could follow that, or the other leg is this square around a wheel that's obviously trying to turn, but it's kind of like losing traction at the moment.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and take out that wheel because it looks pretty flimsy as it is.
Sure.
So if
Dash to the
I
wheel.
don't think it matters for either of us whether MB dashed or I did, because we can both use items. So I'm gonna pull out one of the whiskey Molotovs that I had prepared
Yeah.
and toss it to the ground where the wheel is spinning and losing traction.
Sure. So I'm actually going to show you the wheel. Let me reveal this.
No, here.
So hopefully you'll be able to find that on the map. If you have to zoom out a bit.
Oh, yep. It's down there.
So that is your wheel. So you are next to that. If you want to move your token down there.
Oh, whoa. It's all
Oh, dear
over there.
Lord.
What's that? What are
Okay.
you talking about?
As
Okay.
you see this wheel, you're going to throw a Molotov in there. Give me a damage as you just kind of throw it in. You're just throwing it. No rhyme or reason.
My assumption was this was a rubber wheel, but is this a metal wheel?
It is a metal wheel.
It is a metal wheel.
So think of it as this is like a base plate, and the wheel goes under it, and then the base plate is connected to the leg. So
Gotcha. And
above this is basically really bad scaffolding, connecting it to a knee, connecting it to a thing, whereas the other leg is more solid plate, basically.
Understood. And everything's metal.
Correct.
Balls. That's really dumb then. So
Sorry, I should have been clearer.
that's okay. That's okay. We're learning. So I won't do that. Instead, I will do. Envy's going to. If I can get right up to it, sorry, I haven't moved my character yet, but if I can get right to the center of the base plate, take a force empowered rend at the bearing that the wheel is spinning around.
Sure. Give me an attack roll on that then.
250 feet.
It's not actual distance.
Yeah. Well, that went on a journey. 13. No, I'm blessed. 15.
15.
No, Envy's not blessed. Sorry, 13. No, that's it. Yeah, 13.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Excuse me.
First two.
That hits. Go for damage.
Ooh. Max damage. 10 points. Force damage.
10 points. You smack into it, and you see the wheel kind of, as it's trying to gain traction, it wiggles, and you see some of the gears kind of definitely working. Might need a few more damage to do it, though.
Good. That's action economy done.
All right. That brings us to... Where's my turn counter? Hera.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking run past Molokov, tell him to sort of get a move on, get up to the edge of that corner and sort of put my hand down for a second, look around both ways as Molokov runs fast and jumps on Obak, and then Obak rides off, and then Ghost runs away. Wait, hold on, guys, I'm not that fast. And I'm going to have to action dash to get it
And
down
you action
to...
speed.
Yeah. No, but I've used that, and I have to spend a turn not moving to get it back.
Before you move,
Mm-hmm.
as the Titan kind of is falling down, you see it kind of... It doesn't look at these people swinging around it, but you can tell that it's like reacting to it. And outside from the Titan, you see little valves give off a as a bit of a cloud comes out from it. Anyone that's near the Titan, which is everyone except Hera, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Less people into fours.
Where the fuck is this nice? Okay, well, we're gonna change it.
Oh.
That's not good.
Whoever's got bless, have you been making con saves for taking damage?
Yeah, no, I just realized that I did only take one hit, but yes, I needed to do that. That was my bad.
Have you?
Have I? No.
Are we still blessed?
No, I haven't done it yet, so I'm just gonna need to do it. I was just waiting for my next turn because I literally just read it.
All right. So Constitution saving throws. What do we get?
29.
9.
Oh,
That's with the bless.
Wow.
And natural 20 on the dice.
Nice.
9 for me.
9. Yep.
25, which is about as good as I'll ever get.
Nice.
Yeah.
Molotov.
With the bless and with a whole +5 bonus, I have a total of 11.
Oh no.
11. As Obat kind of like runs around, you kind of like cover yourself down into some of the fur, and you don't breathe any of this in as you just save. Unfortunately, Vargir, you're the one that fails, and you take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Cool.
Yeah, gotcha.
Ah, eaten by my fresh hit points.
Alrighty. Hera, continue your turn.
Heroism still active? That's not been needed to be concentrated on? Michael?
It is concentration, but I haven't taken any damage.
Ah, excellent. Alright, sweet. Then go.
I can move to there with a dash action.
After taking that hit, I concentration's still up.
Cool.
But that's all. That's action. Action dash.
Whose turn is it?
It's Hera's.
I moved.
You're done?
That's as far as I can get. Yeah,
Alright.
that's action dash.
Puck, as you clamber up the side, you pull yourself over and you see into the center of the torso of this thing. On the far side, you see like a vault door that it's shut, but you can tell that it's not locked or anything because this thing is working. People need to move in and out. That obviously leads to the other arm that is firing. But inside here, you see dark chains. They're almost black as soot, with a bit of shadow kind of floating around them. And they all link to the center of the room where you see a fire elemental chained up as it thrives and moves around. And as it does, you see energy pumping through these chains into gears that are moving around. You can tell that this is the power source of the machine. At the end of each chain, you see these little tiny creatures about 2 feet tall, hoods on, their skin dark and mutilated a bit as they kind of look like workers of some sort. They have not noticed you as it's very noisy up here. The wind's howling past, the gears are all moving, and they're all kind of holding these chains down and kind of like attending to the cogs. So you see this. As you can move yourself to the left arm, you're up on this side here.
Okay. Cool.
So you're going to start your turn arriving here. So the turn is yours.
Little Jawas. Okay.
Oh yeah, I should show you what they look like, huh?
No, I like the idea that they're just Jawas.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Now, I don't really know how big or damaging this bomb is going to be, unless, I don't know, if Ghost knew and told me it was, like, stupid powerful or, like, only a little bit powerful. I don't know. Did Ghost tell me anything? Does Ghost know?
You're muted, Michael.
You're muted.
He's too far away to yell
You're
it.
still muted, Michael.
I know I'm still muted. I would have told you that this thing is going to explode and you should be nowhere near it when it does, because it'll be at least a 20-foot radius.
Okay. Let's just double check what 20 foot
Will be
looks like.
exactly a 20-foot
Okay,
radius.
it takes up the entire.
Oh,
It's the entire room.
It's like I've done
Okay.
that, I swear.
All right, cool. So Puck is like climbs up, so he doesn't have to like hang on anymore. So he can just like plant his feet and like wedge himself into the small gap.
yep.
Out of his little satchel, he'll pull out his the bomb and pull out a little lighter and just come on,
Nice.
come on. He'll light it up, and I'm gonna light it so it has. I can't remember what we said the fuse was, but I think I said like I can light it halfway or something if I want it to be shorter.
I think you agreed that it was going to be 6 or 12, so it was going to be 1 round or 2 rounds. Your choice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna light it halfway, so it'll be 1 round.
Yep.
I'm just gonna throw it right into the middle of the room.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna throw it a little bit past the middle. I'm gonna throw it over just like a tiny bit past the center of the room.
Sure.
Now, is that my object interaction or is that my action to do all that?
I'm going to say that's an action. It's quite a lot,
Yeah,
especially
cool.
to throw it as well.
Yeah, all good. How high off the ground am I?
Quite.
Yeah, how high off the ground am I?
At a look, probably 50 feet, 60 feet.
Okay, cool.
Bug is just like, I'll catch you.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna toss it in. And then I'm going to just like wrap my legs and just slither straight down the rope.
Sure.
And then when I get somewhat close to the bottom, I'm just gonna drop off. Actually, as I come down, I want to look. The leg that had other people in it, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there some kind of like air intake or anything?
There are like it's metal pieces welded together, so there are gaps and stuff, but it doesn't look like there is any like functional air intake.
Okay. How are they breathing? That's
very
more what I
well.
mean. Like, I'm like, yeah, okay. Okay, and how big compared to this room does that look?
The leg,
Yeah, the interior of the leg.
probably about 30 feet across in a cylinder.
Okay,
It's a chunky leg.
cool. I have one last question before I basically drop off and get back on Swift Scale.
Yeah, sure.
The dust, the essence of ether, which is the thing I pinched off that guy who
Yes.
was using it as like a smoke bomb or whatever.
Yep.
It says that it only affects blowing the powder or releasing the gas subjects creatures in a 5-foot cube to its effects. Is that right? Because that affects 1 square. I'm just checking if that is accurate.
I thought it was bigger than that.
Yeah, that's kind of like when we talked about it, I thought it was going to be bigger than just like, hey, you can like hit 1 creature, because there's like no chance you'll hit more than 1 creature because they won't be standing in the same square.
Yeah. Read it out again, sorry.
These poisons are powders or gases that take effect when inhaled. Blowing the powder or releasing the gas subjects creatures in a 5-foot cube to its effect. The resulting cloud dissipates immediately afterwards. So it's like,
Yeah.
it happens and then it's gone. But yeah, is it just 5 foot?
I'm going to say if you smash the bottle, the gas will go down or around. It'll take up more than 5 foot.
Yeah, cool. All right, in that case, am I above the leg that has the wheel, or am I above the leg that has the people?
You're currently above the leg that has the wheel.
All right, cool. Well, I'm just going to drop down to the ground.
All right. Dropping
and
down off the
as-
thing, I'm going to ask for a athletics or acrobatics check.
Yep, and I'll be calling to Swifty. I am. That's a. What's that? 2. What's that make? A 19.
19.
Acrobatics.
You get a little bit of rope burn on your hands, but you get down and you whistle over Swift Scale and kind of drop down and land on him as you start to round the wheel leg that you can kind of see ghost in as it's moving around. The Titan is now starting to get up from this rope trip now.
Yeah, nice. And I'm going to use his speed and movement to get across towards the other leg
Sure.
as much as I can. He's got 80 feet at a dash.
Love it.
to get me to the other leg.
So-
And that will be my turn.
Nice. You meet up with Obuk and Vargir and Molokov as you are outside this leg.
Yeah,
On
and I'll just
the-
shout out. I'll hold up the little potion. I'll be like, we could try and knock everyone out in there. And that'll be my turn.
All right, Molokov, you hear this.
Yes. Yeah, because we know there's people in there. We can essentially we can hear the scuttling around, and I don't think if I have any. What's the wording on that? Sorry, I should just sort this out.
This is stressful.
It's very stressful. Wait, so what is it you're actually trying to achieve, Puck? Your
So if I can drop the potion in there, anyone who breathes it in, which is, or basically anyone who's in that space, they don't have to even breathe it in, is poisoned and knocked out for 8 hours.
right. So we've identified like a hatch that they would come out of.
It looks like it's pretty patchy, but it looks like you're going to have to force your way in.
Right.
So it might be like bending up one of the metal pieces or something like that.
For sure. By best bet, you're thinking this is transport that they're going to filter themselves up to the canisters, and that's how they're getting fired out.
I see. Then I have a plan that's probably going to require 2 separate things. Is there your rope? Oh, I know that was on the other side. Oh, wait, where's your rope dangling down?
It is above the wheel one.
Yeah, okay. Scratch that. All right, I'm sort of going to slide the shield onto my back, and I'm going to attempt to jump onto the leg, and at I guess kind of the highest point I can.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Yep, lovely.
As you kind of there's an ox and a dinosaur circling this leg. As it's starting to, you can hear the gears starting to as it's starting up again. The trip worked; it made it stationary, but you're thinking that it's going to start moving soon. You get up, you pounce onto this leg, go for the roll.
So athletics, which I'm not bad at. Let me figure out how I'm not bad. 6, 17. So that's a dirty 20 with the bless.
Dirty 20. You grab onto it, and as you do, you smack into this thing, and it lets out like a little ring, and you hear inside movement all around.
And then I'm just going to try and bend back a piece of metal if I can.
Sure.
I can do that all in the sort of like the same turn.
I think the jump is going to be your action.
Yeah, okay.
As you smack into this thing, and then like you start to do it, but it's going to become another strength check.
Yep, cool. That'll be my turn then.
All right. You can definitely hear movement inside. Scratching and moving and bodies.
Cool.
That brings us...
I might sort of half lean off and get ready to maybe catch a potion or something. I don't know what's going to happen in this round.
Okay. You can't see what's happening up in the torso, so we'll go to Vargir's turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do very much the same. Just get onto the leg.
All right. You're jumping from Obuk.
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check.
Yes, chef. Okay. Fucking lord, that's a 10. 6 plus 4. I'm gonna ban this dice. It's been bad to me today.
You can ban the dice all you want, but as you jump on, unfortunately, you don't have the claws and dexterity as a tabaxi, and you just boom, bang into it, and then just fall back as the leg starts to like do the move, and you fall into the sand, and you're going to take 6 points of damage.
Oh, nasty. I don't look too good. Okay. Well, on that, then I will just give me a second. That was my action. Okay. I guess I'll just stand up and start trying to climb back onto the leg.
Nice. So Molokov's attached to this thing. You smack into it and fall into the sand and kind of get yourself up and try and start chasing after it.
Yeah.
If that's your turn, Ghost, you're up in this other wheel as it's kind of, you see it starting to gain traction now.
Mute.
You muted, Michael.
You're on mute.
It's okay. I was just yupping myself. We are going to. Oh, I hate this so much. Spells aren't really good here. That's not going to do anything. Actions. I think I'm just gonna. Actually, you know what? We have a tripwire set up, correct?
It's hit the tripwire. That's what stopped it.
Yeah. That's still there. You know what? We'll both take a punt at the bearing.
Okay. You're just
Both
gonna
myself and MB.
keep attacking it.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see if we can just disable it with force damage.
All right. Go for an attack.
I think I'll jump off and flank. If that makes sense.
You
So
don't
Amber's
think
gonna-
flanking is going to affect
That's fine.
a non-animate, a non-conscious?
Absolutely. That was cocked. Not so great. So modified 20 for MB. A 14. Plus 15 for me.
15. Go for damage.
Right. $15 points of force and magical piercing, silvered piercing.
All right. As you fire into it, you see it completely go off kilter, and as it does, it like bangs into some of the scaffolding above it, and sparks start to fly. You seem to have disabled it, but let me just check how you're going to get out of here.
I was gonna say nice one, but also I hope you don't die now. It wasn't until he was like, but hang on.
All right, here's what's going to happen. You force your way into this wheel, and it starts going completely off kilter, and you go again and again, and Envy helps you, and then the wheel kind of tilts too much to the side and hits one of the pieces, and that piece flies up and hits another piece, and scaffolding starts falling down. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That was really good. Natural 17 plus 2 for Bless, plus 2 for Dex, so 21.
21, very nice.
That Bless is coming in clutch, Seb.
It does. So that's half damage. So that's
It's so good.
8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are not pinned down by anything as you kind of roll your way out, and you see this leg kind of start swirling around. Very good.
Heroism still up.
Nice. Okay, Molokov. Oh, sorry. Hero, you're up. As you look at this, you can kind of see it from a distance before you move in, just to give you a bit of context. The eastern leg is starting to spiral out of control. You see it just starting to fall to pieces as you see Ghost kind of start to roll out from under it. Molokov is on the side of the western leg, with Vargear on the ground and Puck kind of circling around it too. You just saw him recently up on the torso, which is still emanating with a kind of an orange glow, and the head has still got the electric power going around it. The arm is getting ready to almost aiming up again.
Okay. I suppose that leg looks like it's spiraling out of control. I will run over towards, I guess, where the other leg is. What the fuck? So they're climbing it?
Molokov's on it, Vargear is not. Puck is circling.
On his dinosaur. So like circling around it. Okay. Does it look like there's... Okay, maybe we scamper up the sides. Okay. I will probably run over and try and follow Molokov. Can use my use my climb speed to start climbing up the side of the...
Before you do that,
Oh, fuck.
as you do, you see the head kind of do a little bit of a turn to what's happening below it, and you see some of the electric energy start flying down the Titan. I need everyone to make a dexterity save, please.
Ooh.
17.
Nice.
24.
Nice.
16.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, that was a 16. It's minus.
Also a 16.
Hera.
It's a 10.
Oh! As you kind of...
What?
You
What?
gain sight of Molokov, and you're like, okay, I know how to do this. And you run up, and as your claws start touching it, one of the bolts kind of makes contact with you. And you will take 6 points of lightning damage. As you... Molokov, you probably notice this the most, and Ghost, you kind of see it as well as the scaffolding bits that are falling, stop falling. And you see them kind of almost tighten. And Molokov, you see the welding kind of start to tighten as well. It seems like something that's coming from the top is reacting to the damage getting taken.
Cool.
But Hera, you're still going.
I am just gonna sort of, if I can get up onto it,
Yep.
I'll start climbing.
You didn't
and just sort
jump on it. You kind of run up and just started climbing. That's fine. You've taken a little bit of damage, but you're on the side of it.
Okay, cool.
So you've
I
still got
sort
your
of start
action.
getting as close to Molokov as possible.
Sure.
And
You-
they're like, what are we doing? What's the plan?
Help
Molotov,
me
that-
rip it open.
What was that?
Help me rip it open.
Oh, okay. I suppose I'll see if I can find any largest like slots or like gaps in the middle that I think I could maybe slink through.
there are definitely fewer than what you had before, Molokov. So what are you trying to do here? Is slip through them or pull them?
I was just trying to see if there was big enough ones, but I suppose if there's one close between me and Molokov, I'll like grab onto a edge of the metal. I'll pull out some material or something, probably wrap it around my fingers and hold onto the metal and hold an action to help on Molokov's turn.
All right, you wait for the command. You hold on to it. That brings us to Puck.
Cool. How far up are they?
I'm going to say like 10 feet up.
Okay, cool. I am going to. And sorry, I just missed the very last resolution. There is still a hole.
There are gaps. You're going to have to rip them open though.
Yeah, but isn't that what Molokov did?
Not yet.
Didn't have the
He was
extra
about to do
cover
it.
for it.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I'm going to climb
about
up.
to try here is getting into help.
Cool. I'm going to climb up to be next to them.
Sure.
And then I'm going to pull out my crowbar.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to use that to pop it open a bit. And then I'll look through, I guess, and see, like, can I see the people inside?
Sure. Give me a strength check to try and pry it open.
That's not when I wanted it, but that's a crit in that 20.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm not very strong, though. So that's just straight to 20.
Straight to 20. That's still awesome. You see Hera, like, putting her fingers around, trying to, like, get the optimal position. Molokov's gearing up his arm, and you kind of just go, ping, and a bolt just, like, loosens. And you're like,
yeah,
try this, guys. And wedge it open, and a piece, maybe 3 by 3 foot, pops open. And inside is an interesting sight. You look in and you see bodies moving around, but they're smaller than what you just fought. And they're more leathery than what you just fought. As you kind of peer in and see at the bottom of this leg, seems to be weighing it down, is the bodies of more jackals. And these leathery beings turn round, and one of the werebats, you know as Dre, goes, "Well, about time you showed up at the party," as the werebats are sabotaging this leg from within.
Slowly, after I'm like, hurry up, guys, we're gonna have time to snap it open, and I've got like the bottle. I'm about to throw this poison in. I'm like, just like slip it back into, just like behind the cloak, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness. It's about to blow up. Just be careful. And then I'll turn and say the same to the guys next to me. I'll say, it's about to blow. And I'm only 10 feet up. I'm just going to dive off and roll.
Sure. As you, before we get that check, it is your turn. So if you want to roll me the damage dice for this.
Let's check if I had it written down anywhere.
Okay, I've got it written down. It's 9d8.
Oh. Okay.
Nearly spit out my drink.
Fire and piercing. That's what happened last week as well.
Now, let me just get to my torso notes.
9d8?
9d8.
9d8. It is a 7th level fireball. 7th level fireball?
Yeah. There are some big numbers here. Okay. Okay. All right. Hang on. Sorry, you're gonna have to give me just a moment to do this.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's 10. That is 20, 26, 32, 40. 32, 38, 46 points of damage.
Holy fuck.
Alright. Let me just... 48 or 46?
46.
I now need you to make a dexterity save or an acrobatics check as you jump off.
Yep. So save or check?
Actually, go for the check because you're intentionally doing it.
Yeah. 12 plus acrobatics is plus 7. So 19, sorry.
19. You see this friendly face and go, you need to jump, and then just turn around and barrel roll off it as you hit the ground with a bit of force, but you're anticipating it, and you kind of down there next to Vargir, who is still trying to get onto this leg. And that's when you hear the as you look up, and metal just starts flying everywhere from the torso. This big fireball just engulfs the whole thing. And as you do, you see like some of the darklings kind of clambering out, but the flames engulf them, and it doesn't melt the whole torso, but you see it that absolutely engulfs it with flame. And you see at the same time that the head, a lot of those little electric energies start flying down as quick as they can, and the fire kind of starts to go out in bits, but the explosion is way too big for it to act quickly enough. As the smoke billows out from it, you do... Give me a perception check.
That's not bad. Perception, that's a 22.
22. You see through the smoke a orange figure disappearing out into the ether, as you imagine that the fire elemental has been freed of its capture. The rest of you, though, get shook off this thing, or at least the force is trying to, as the leg kind of shakes along. Ghost, you're already on the ground, so you're fine. Vargir, you're fine. But Kira and Molokov, I need you to make dexterity saving throws.
There's so much on the deck saves. I am not good at these. Am I still blessed, or is sometimes past now?
I've been counting rounds. We're still.
Yeah, I've been counting rounds. You've got 4 more rounds of bless.
Oh,
left.
excellent.
Yeah.
That's not going to matter with a natural 2.
Oh dear.
Let's see what it is, though. It's another 4 on the bless. So that's a total of 8. Oh, that's a lot. That's some dice.
The bless seem to have cursed you as rather than actually having.
Hera, I need a dex save.
Shout out to the 2 crew.
Hey!
Oh no.
Both at the vaccine.
As both of you kind of get shook off this thing, and whilst you are trying to pry open the leg, you kind of didn't focus too much on your grip on the leg, and this explosion shakes the whole thing. You both kind of fall back and land on your back and smack your head into the ground. You both take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
As you're falling from like 10, 15 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
And you also hear inside some of the bats that weren't in flight kind of get knocked against the machine. But that is the explosion as the Titan kind of slows and just seems to come to a stationary stop. But you can feel the arm is still moving. It hasn't completely shut it down. So that is the end of Puck's turn. Amazing turn.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Volokov, you're up. Well, you're down, but
I'm down. So I'm prone, I assume?
you are, yes.
Yeah, so I will get up, looking very sorry for myself.
You've been keeping up with the 4 temp each
I
time.
have, however, because it got its 20-minute action in the last round, I've already used them. So still took the full 11 on that one. But I do get 4 now, which is great.
Oh, and you're not scared.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I'm
You're one brave boy.
However, I am still very hurt. And so
Wait, leave.
So I will say now,
Good girl.
it's kind of almost taking a knee. The wheel hip is down on the ground. The other
hand.
Dale, mute yourself.
Oh, sorry.
And the other knee is kind of like at a right angle. The torso is kind of like approachable from one side. The head is there, and the arm is still coming back around. So what would you like to do?
I suppose I'll just use sort of limping across the last 15 feet of movement towards just any other, another closer point potentially to the arm that I can start climbing up.
Yep, sure.
And as I'm walking, just pulling out bits of shrapnel.
Yep.
And again, his usual powder over the wounds, cauterizing them shut. And I'm casting a cure wounds on myself.
Very nice.
For a grand total of the D8. I should have one ready. Oh, beautiful. 10 total hit points.
Very nice.
Oh, no, 9. Still good. All right, and that's all.
All right. Vargir, you're up.
Yeah, cool. So, Hera, how do you look?
Flat on the ground.
Flat on the ground. You're muted. It's okay.
I am looking like I probably shouldn't get back up.
Yeah, sweet. Okay. Well, noticing that like I'm obviously having a very difficult time getting on this thing, I just run directly up to Hera and I'm gonna lay on hands. And I'll chuck you back those 11 hit points.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. I'll go up from 1.
Oh god.
Just comes over and clicks her back into place.
I think I'm just gonna yell out specifically to Dre if he can hear me inside, and just say, oh wait, am I aware he's there? Did I hear his voice?
One of us would have
earlier?
shouted, "They're on our side." I suppose we didn't, but
Up to you, Puck. Would you have shouted to the group?
No. I
Okay.
think I was much more concerned with it's about to blow up.
Yep,
Everyone
yep.
needs to get off.
Sure. Yeah, then I'll just yell out, we need to get to the head quickly. And I will, because the arm's now closer to the ground.
Correct.
Yeah, so I'll probably follow Molokov's lead on that and start running to the arm as well.
All right. I'll say that you use your turn to get there. And inside, you and Molokov kind of start arriving, and you see that in the arm, it's kind of almost a tunnel that goes up to the torso, but the arm is got a cannon in front of it, and it's like looks like mechanized gears that are loading canisters that are kind of labeled with to any of you speak Goblin, so labeled across it is like, you know, fire, empty, so on and so forth.
Sure.
But it does appear that people have stopped coming into the arm, and so any canisters that were to full people have been stopped by your friends, Dre and his companions. But you do see, this is what you see.
Fucking Dre unit. Is that inside the canister? Yeah, right. And those four are they the cannon holes?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But it's still firing things. It's just not firing.
Yeah, it seems like it's winding itself up again.
Yeah.
So it is still a mechanized unit, but there are no there's no pilot or anything in here. But you could stay and try and break it, or you can move on to the head. But that's the end of your turn, so up at Ghost now.
Sorry, I missed a fraction of that because Mum was calling. How
Okay.
did you get into the arm?
They've run around to it. It's kind of leaning its elbow against the ground. This is what they've seen.
Wonderful.
But it seems to still be working, so you can either stop and try and stop the arm or move on to the head. Your guys' choice.
Wonderful. Sorry, what's your name, Vargir? Are you in the arm?
No, I'm just outside.
And so, I mean, I will also run to the arm because that's
Yep.
where I was heading.
Yep.
Where am I? I'm over here. What? This is difficult. What? Ooh, I don't know where the entrance is. And so you're saying there's a bunch of these canisters along the back,
Correct.
and does there seem to be a way to go from here to the head, or that's an external?
A lot up the arm.
It is up the arm.
So this is the hand almost.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'd say
Wow.
it's about 60 feet up the arm. To get
Gotcha.
to get to the shoulder.
Gotcha. Yep. And these canisters are labeled with different
Correct. Fire, explosive, empty, and the empty ones look like they've got latches on them that people can kind of huddle themselves into.
Makes sense.
Give me a quick investigation roll.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very good. 22.
22. It looks like the ones that are empty are insulated enough that when it lands, you will not take any damage.
This makes sense. I don't know what the rest of you are doing. If it looks like I were to do damage to this, say again.
I was just saying, you think we do?
No. Does it look like if I do damage to this room or potentially mess with one of the canisters and cause them to explode in here, that would block access to the head? Or
no, you could block the cannons firing out and then run up the arm.
that's not a bad idea. Yeah. I in
But
some way want to
as you are thinking about this, you hear the gears start whirring up as it is approaching.
Quickly, Michael.
With that investigation roll, can I tell sort of which canister it's picking up next?
The one next in line, which says fire.
Wonderful. I would love to. What can I do?
The canister starts rolling into the cannon.
Mom.
Yep. Cool. I'm going to. Spells.
Timer.
I know. I will post up. I'll drop both bottles of the Molotovs just on the floor in front of where the canister's going to go.
Yep.
And then run with all of my movement backwards and take a shot at the Molotovs. What's your name? Yeah, Molotov.
All right. Go for an attack roll. You're shooting them with just a bolt?
I'd have to light them. That'd be my action. Yeah, you know what? Sorry, I'm just gonna light them both, and drop one, light the other one, and toss it. Try and get both of them to set off. I know, I'm fucking reaching here. I'm panicking.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make just a dexterity check, just so you don't trip over yourself, that you don't throw the thing in the wrong area. I'm gonna say that you're gonna get both your friends to kind of take a step back as well.
Yep, understood. That was not the best. That was 13.
13. Okay. Stand by.
Standing awfully by. Did anyone else hear Dale's raunchy good girl, by the way? Good girl.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. There's 10 seconds on the timer. So instead of letting that happen, I'm going to play this whole action out in one thing. Ghost, you see this canister loading in to the barrel. Let's stop that. And as it does, you kind of tell your friends to get back or start moving the way up the arm as you slot in Molotov into the barrel as well, and the canister falls on top of it as you run back and toss your other Molotov cocktail. As you do, unfortunately, you lose your balance and kind of slip out as this Molotov goes through, and you see the arm turning to fire, and as it does, your Molotov goes down the barrel and kind of double reacts itself as it explodes the cannon within the arm. Shrapnel flies all over the place, and you cover your head, but it starts scratching against you. So you are going to take 13 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
As the arm kind of crumbles in on itself, and the canisters just start chain react, exploding. And the others of you kind of turn and start running up the shoulder. So, great turn, even though you took some damage.
That's fine. Did MB take that damage as well?
Yes.
Do you want a dex save? Dex save. +3, 17.
That'll be half damage.
Okay, so 11 half to. Sorry, 13?
Yeah, 13 half to
13
7.
half to 7. 6, round down.
Yep.
Yep. Wonderful.
All right, Hero. Seeing this arm exploding, what would you like to do? You can still run up the shoulder. Oh, sorry, you still going?
Last thing, yeah. MB will use its repair action to start stitching plates back together and fix some of that damage.
Nice.
That's it.
Now, Hero, you're up.
I suppose I'll get up off the ground.
Oh yeah, you've been having a nap.
Pretty much knocked unconscious. Jesus Christ, what my that is. I suppose. Did the other? Oh, there's no other arm on that side, anyways. I suppose I just start climbing up the leg, heading towards.
The head.
I guess the head.
Nice.
Sort of start beelining.
You kind
Trying to
of
climb up the side of it.
scamper up, digging your claws into this metal. Some of it's burning, some of it's falling apart. The whole thing is crumbling at the moment. But you run up, and as you reach the head, it's almost like there's a mouth there, but it obviously doesn't function. There's no point of a Titan eating. It's more of a entranceway. As you kind of poke over the lips of it, you see inside the head is a big dome of metal, and in the center is it almost looks fleshy, a brain that has been hardwired into the sides. There are tendrils going out, or not tendrils, like cables going out from the brain. You would have done some research on Titans that this is how they get them to function. It's not a brain from someone. They've kind of just made it look like one. And you see these little electric sparks flying out. Standing behind the brain, two hooded figures in red with big symbols on them of a green hand stand at the back as they kind of look up at this person about to come in. And in front of the brain, you see what looks like the remnants of one of Zodor's bodyguards. As he hulks over, his face a wolf-like shape, his shoulders protruding out with his muscles, as I will reveal the head of the Titan. And you are at the entrance here. You can go back a spot if you want. There you go, yeah.
Ooh. This is not.
As it sees you there and kind of turns around and just gives a roar out as they're all trying to like gain balance and such. So that brings us to Puck's turn. So you can use your movement to get to the front of this door. Or the mouth, sorry.
Yeah, I will do that. Is that my full movement or just my movement?
It's just what
Sorry,
your movement. You don't have to dash.
Okay, cool. Can I use the dino?
Oh yes, absolutely. You can run up the side of it with the dino.
Yeah. I will bring the dino and I'll let him just drop me off at the front.
Yep.
And then he can just go and hang around outside a little bit.
Sure.
And then I'm going to draw my silvered rapier.
Nice.
and I'm going to 5, 10, 15, move in, make an attack.
Nice.
I say, Hera, don't let him hit you. And I said, make my attack.
Go for it.
Damn it, that just rolled off the 20. Super close. So that makes a total of... Sorry, I'm completely...
No, all good.
right now.
Also, you get the fact that because you've destroyed the weapon, the timer is no longer going.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, to hit, that's it's a modified 20.
That will hit.
Oh, no, sorry, sorry, it's not a modified 20, it's a modified 19.
That'll hit.
The wrong thing. Cool. And then... The 8 this time. Now, it's silvered. I don't know if that makes any difference to this guy.
It may do.
Hey, that's max damage. That's 13 points of piercing.
13 points of piercing. As you stab into him, you see him kind of like growl at slobber starting to come down his maw. As you stab into him, he reacts differently that this has hurt him a bit more than he expected it to. As you kind of like pulls himself off it as the blood starts to trickle down.
Yeah, nice. And then I'm going to use my roguish ability to disengage.
Uh-huh.
And I've only got 10 feet more of movement to go, so I'm just going to get back to there, and that is going to be my turn. And I hope someone bigger and stronger than me comes in.
Cool. Molokov, you can use your movement to get to the door.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Sorry, just before Molokov's turn. Can we just establish, so what's the deal with movement on mounts and then using your action? Because I'm not sure, so scale that was like 60 foot of movement, so you obviously dashed with swift scale to get up.
So to get to here, reset, I could have just used my normal 30 or 25 feet.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I just got on him, rode him for like 20, 30 feet, and then got off him.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay, cool. No stress. Easy.
But yeah, but that's a fair point. Like, if I had to mount and then dismount.
It's fine. To this, I'm saying that you can use your turn to get here.
Yeah, sure.
Rather than...
How you do that is whatever.
Correct. It's just going to use your whole... Your movement thing. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Easy.
All right, Molokov.
I suppose I'll do that. Seeing everyone getting up to the head, I will make it to the entrance. Seeing shit starting to go down. There's a werewolf in front of me that I semi-recognize. Don't like that. I'm going to throw a shield at it.
Go for it.
Where am I? Move my friend. There we go. All right. Still bless. Nice. 7, 30, 20.
That'll hit.
On the board. So 7 points of bludgeoning damage, magical.
Nice.
And that'll be all.
All right. That brings us to their turn. You see the two hooded figures at the back. What are they going to do? They will move their hands around, and you'll see a little bit of fire start to form as they will cast Sacred Flame out. To 1 to Molokov, 1 to Puck. So I need a deck save from you guys.
I knew it was going to be a deck save.
Yeah. It's fire, man.
I believe you're still blessed.
Yeah.
24.
That definitely saves. So that is a total... Oh no, it's a cantrip. No damage.
11.
11... Spell DC save is 11.
Oh, it means I save!
Yes.
As the flames kind of lick around you and you kind of just dodge out of the way and they're...
That bless has been the best call.
Yeah.
Fucking... Holy shit.
The werewolf, though, will take 10 feet forward and will try to bite Puck
Bite Pike.
with a natural 1.
That will miss.
As it bites down and just misjudges your size completely and just snaps down. And almost like bites his tongue, you know when you misjudge a bite?
And so he's just talking like this now.
This is why dogs
Don't make
are
sad
not
dog
superiors.
sounds. Don't make dogs have sad dog sounds. That's horrible.
You guys, you're going to have to kill it. That's its turn. That brings us to Vargir.
Sure. So what's the movement up to this line?
So
Is it...
you can use your movement to get up to the line.
Okay, cool. So I'll use my movement to get up to here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my mace with my reach to
Oh,
smack
yes, nice.
the big boy. But
Over the
I am
top.
going to smite this. Well, this is my last spell slot, so
All right.
I'm going to give him a big whack. Oh, well, I'll smite it if I hit. Because you can use the smite, right?
Yeah, you choose
You,
after
you
you
can, you
choose
can
after you
call
hit.
smite after you've hit.
After you hit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool, sweet. Okay. So that's a 16.
A 16 will hit.
Sweet. So that's 1d6 and 2d8. And is he fiend?
He's not a fiend.
That's still pretty good.
He's a slut for
6.
treats, though.
This is not going to be a treat. So that's 6 damage from the mace,
Okay.
which is magical. Yeah, which is magical. And then from the smite, 14. 8 and a
Dang.
6.
You guys doing some heavy damage. He's looking hurt.
Fantastic. That shall be my turn, I believe. Let me just check my bonus actions. Yes, yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. Top of the round, before you go, Ghost, everyone in the room sees this brain kind of send some sparks out around the room, and little flutters of electric energy reach around, and you see it spark around the werewolf as you see some of his wounds start to close. He will regen 10 hit points.
Oh, what a little dick.
But Ghost, it's top of the round. Go for it.
Told you dogs are assholes.
It is. So, am I in the same position? It will take my movement to get to the door.
Correct.
Okay. That's cool. I'll just pop myself here for now. So, hearing the kerfuffle that's going on, coming up the way, seeing the doorway being a little bit locked, I'll grip on tighter to Envy's shoulders and say, right, come on, we can get around it. And use my bonus action to instruct Envy to dash.
Yep.
So we will vault off the wall behind Hera, jumping over our friends, because we can do that. And I think that means I have to go to this spot to then continue moving.
Uh-huh.
Is that my way in? Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
And I will keep moving. So 5, 10, 15.
You see a claw swing out as he tries to take opportunity
Yep. At me.
at you.
So
Final.
I'll impose disadvantage on that.
Oh. Okay, that's a 14.
Shit. Yeah, that's.
The another one was a 19. And I was like, yes, finally a hit. Claws, so that is 7 points of slashing damage. This claw reaches out and swipes at you.
And that will change my plan entirely.
How's that heroism coming?
Still good.
Excellent.
It
That is also
wouldn't have
being
been.
very clutch.
It wouldn't have been if I'd taken one more point of damage.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna then change tack and use my action to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Nice.
Because that just about took me.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Hera, you are up.
Ugh,
Okay.
worst.
This is your second to last round with Bless, by the way, guys.
That's the same on heroism too.
Yeah, I think this goes. Yeah.
Show us what you got.
I'm gonna see these. Was it like people, spellcasters of sorts,
Definitely spellcasters.
sort of healing these wounds on the.
You saw the brain was healing,
Sorry.
not them.
That's all right. Either way, seeing these sort of wounds, looking up and closing, I'm gonna sort of try and spot them. Ground. Try and like almost sneak like around the side of it, and I'm gonna try and see if I can find a wound before it's fully healed, and I'm gonna sort of like shove my hand into it and cast and inflict wounds.
Oh, very nice.
Try and open it back up. It's like green necrotic sort of energy
Love
as
it.
it starts to wound again. And yeah, we'll cast it.
Second level spell slot.
Oh, fuck. That's gonna be a 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Oh, spicy.
Just.
Not expecting that.
Just.
I bet just. So that's gonna be. Only 13 necrotic damage.
Big hit. Very nice. It kind of like whelps and like looks behind, not expecting you to be there. It looks pretty weak now.
Was that 13 on 40-10?
It fucking was.
That's
Ooh.
rough.
Yeah, that was a 1, 2 3s, and a 6.
Oh, buddy.
These things happen. All right. Anything else
Control
from
the
you, Hera?
dice save, buddy. No. No. I'm going to risk with the skill.
All right. Puck.
Risk the
Baby
best.
stab.
Step, step, step.
Baby stab.
Okay. That's not a great roll. That's a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
And I get sneak attack because I have allies within 5 feet
Sure do.
of the enemy. Oh, okay, that is solid. So 7 plus 5 is 13 plus 4 is 17 points of damage. Is that right? Yeah.
17?
Yeah.
Nice.
And silvered.
As Hera kind of puts her hand in and starts sending necrotic energy into these wounds, you see the other wounds that are just starting to seal up and just start stabbing and stabbing and stabbing, poking this thing full of pinholes before blood starts pouring out of it, and it kind of just loses all color in its face before falling down dead.
Cool. Ghost is going to see... Sorry, not Ghost. Puck is going to see just like this slight green vapor around the dead body and just sort of like look at a bit confused for a second, and then it'll vanish. But he's going to then use the rest of his movement to get out over to here.
Uh-huh.
Now, what are these things plugged into the wall as? Like, so it's a physical cable?
Correct. It's a cable that's got like, you know, they've got the locks on the end of them. They plug in and like lock.
Twist, yeah.
Yeah, like a 3-phase cable.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I've used my action anyway, but I guess I'll start keeping an eye on the cultists over there.
Yeah.
But I'll maybe call it like, we need to unplug the brain, I think, and then that'll be my turn.
Love it. Molokov, you're up.
Yeah, cool. I can't quite make it to those guys. And the brain is just like a squishy, weird mass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up there. Sort of turn away from the two spellcasters, and I'm just gonna look at maybe two of these wires going out, and I'm just gonna grab them and try and
yank?
pull them out.
Yeah. Give me a strength check.
Check. Cool. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Oh.
You grab both these cables and just yank both of them out. Fluid kind of sprays out as well, and you see some of the electrical energy scatter around. But you see that the whole thing kind of dims and kind of like loses a lot of its light. And you see the two, or you don't see it, but the rest of you see the two cultists kind of get panicked. But that is two of the cables out. I'm going to say it's these
Wonderful. But that'll be all I can really do.
Sure. That brings us to the cultist turn. Huh. They will
surrender?
No. They will look at you, Molokov, and they will start whispering, and you will start to hear voices in your head. They're both going to try and cast command on you.
It's a wisdom save.
It's a wisdom save.
Two of them?
Yep.
Cool.
You get that D4.
I was going to say, you said we're still on the last rounds of Bliss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One more round after this, eh?
Yeah, this is after my turn. It will be over.
Here we go. Okay. Bliss did me dirty on that one. I have 1+1. Where's my saves? Okay, that's not great. 14.
14. You hear the words start to make sense in your head and they say fix, fix, as you realize you're still holding both these cables that you have yanked out, but you shake your head and you drop the cables.
Oh wait, it was two of them, right?
Yes, it was.
Sorry, hang on. Yeah, so that was one. And it's better, so
There you go.
16.
You drop the cables and turn around to them and just give them a smile as they realize their spell has failed.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to move 30 feet in.
Yep.
So I am
Damn it!
15 foot away from one of them.
Yeah.
As I'm moving, I'm gonna put down, kind of switch to my glaive. So my AC will go down, but I am going to kind of stand there with the glaive in hand and just say, "Lay down your arms. You have lost this battle."
All right. Give me a intimidation check.
Okay. Yep. 23, natural 20 plus 3.
Oh, very nice. You see them kind of give the side eye to each other, but we will resolve that on their turn.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. Can I? Is that my action?
What did you do?
I just spoke to them.
No, you can still take an action.
Okay. I'll just hold my action then for if they do seem hostile. I'm just going to use
Swing.
the glaive because it's 15 foot
Yep.
to whack them.
Love it. All right, top of the round. None of them have been injured, so Ghost, you're up.
Oh, wonderful. I'll see both of my allies ran into the diagonal cross lines this way and this way. What do you think, DM? Can I squeeze a diagonal 5-foot line between them without hitting either of them?
Yeah, if you move to that spot.
Yep, I can absolutely do that. So I'm actually going to dismount.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I can. Oh, that's the wrong tool. Can I do that? Grab me? I can. Look at that. And fixing in an attachment to my own crossbow, which we haven't seen since session 1. Looks a bit better now.
Nice.
Put some more reinforcements in it, but it's a canister with a very murkish green liquid in it, and I point it between my allies over the brain and go, ha! Take it, pew! And use a. No, I won't. I've used all my spell slots, so instead, I'm just gonna shoot the brain.
Okay. Roll to hit, please.
That's really sad. 18 on the dice.
That'll hit.
Ooh. 3, 4 points.
Nice.
Piercing damage.
Of piercing.
Yep. And
As your bolt flies into the brain, you see it hurt it, and then it kind of sends out electric signals around the Warforged as well.
ooh, gross. MB's doing the same. Just gonna take a bite at it.
Go for it. Nom nom nom.
Nom. That's a 15 to hit. 15?
Yeah.
15. 9 points of force damage.
Of force damage.
Force damage.
As it goes to bite into it, using the same damage it applied down at the wheel, you see the brain kind of learn and resist it. And as it does, lightning sparks out around the whole cabin. Everyone needs to make dex saves,
Oh,
including the cultists. Oh, that's a natural one.
That's
Jeez, these
10
big saves, man. These.
Yeah, and you don't get your D4s, by the way, for Bless. If you do
Oh, it's even worse. Excellent.
Bless is
20.
running
That's
out.
a 24.
Nice. You're fine.
I got a 10.
You are not fine. You take 4 points of lightning damage.
It's a 4.
4 points of lightning damage.
That's nice.
17 and 21.
They are both fine.
6.
4 points of lightning damage.
Already done.
All right. Is that all you've got, Ghost?
I'm just gonna come stand next to Hera.
Okay. Hera, you're up. You see Ghost come next to you?
Yeah, he was attacking the brain.
Yes.
Does it look like it's a lot? Like,
It looks like that
that's-
damaged it.
yeah,
2 of the cables have been pulled out, which has also lessened the power.
not liking it. Yeah, not liking it at all. Dilly.
But for some reason, it seemed resistant to force damage.
Yeah. Wonder how constitutious it is. Yeah, I think it looks like we're going for the brain as much as the other two. I suppose they're up there. Yep. Okay. I will reach into my pocket and pull out a little, like, twisted, dead-looking, like, weed almost, and I'll sort of twist it around and pull like a circle with it, and just sort of start whispering and speaking to it. It'll slowly start standing itself up, and slowly, and a little bud will start appearing at the top of it, and I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom.
Oh, nice.
That is a cool spell.
So it is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh man, getting rid of this dice. That's a natural 1.
Oh,
You can blame the dice all you want.
Yeah, I
Reece.
know.
So that's going to take 6 necrotic damage. And I will say that Molokov can expend one of its unspent hit dice. Regain the
Just the
HP.
one.
Just 1. Yeah.
I believe at first level, yeah.
yeah, it's just the one.
I mean, it's not great. Oh, my con's good, so that is. See my help. Thank you, sir.
Very nice. Is that you done?
Yep, that is all. So,
All right, Puck, back to you.
yeah, I'll stay next to Ghost.
Cool. I'm going to unplug from the wall here.
Go for strength.
May I use athletics?
You may.
Thankfully, I did because that makes
Kind
it
of
a
like plant your feet up on the
14.
wall and just like do a big tug.
makes it
14.
14.
Nice. You pull out of the wall and you see the whole room kind of dims again. Only these 3 are left plugged in.
Cool. So that's an action?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna bonus action hide behind a creature that is 1 size larger than me.
Yeah. All right. Behind the
Yes,
big middle
you
dog. Cool. Anything else?
No, because that was no. I can't make attacks or anything, so no.
All right. Molokov. You're muted.
You're on mute.
Sorry, just humming and hawing. I think I'm gonna take a chance on.
Take a chance
Bargier's
on me.
convincing skills. He's done it before. Maybe he can do it again. And I'm gonna run around to the other side and try and do the same thing again and get to the
Sure. Give me a strength check, please.
plugs. Right. Not great. Just a check will be a 15.
15. Grab both of them and kind of give a tug. One of them comes out. This one up here. So only the 2 blue ones remain. And the power goes down again.
Shred. That's all I got.
All right, it is their turn. As they give each other the side eye and look back at you, Vargir, give a shake of the head and they'll both cast Misty Step.
Ooh,
And bail.
Okay.
where did they go?
Outside the head.
Ah.
That ends their turn. So that brings us to top of the round Ghost.
You missed a bug,
Oh,
yeah.
Vargir, sorry.
How darest thou? Yeah, cool.
You,
okay,
you intimidated them too much.
Too much. I intimidated you. I'm just gonna then, like, as they go, like, put the glaive back, look down at the last wire, and just grab it and
Yank it out. Give me a strength check, please.
sure. 17. Yes,
17. You grab it, and as the brain kind of, everything just goes dark, and you feel the whole hunk of metal that you're in just lose all movement and lose all life. As you then all start to feel the balance start to shift as this is just metal now, and it starts to fall. I need to know from each one of you, what are you doing to get out before this thing hits the ground? So we'll go in initiative order. Vargir, it's still your turn.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. I will then.
You are still about 30 feet up from the ground if you look outside the head.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to kind of like run straight to that's 30 feet and then dash. Oh no, I've used an action.
You can just jump,
I can just jump. I'm 30 feet above the ground.
or you can try and ride it, or you can misty step. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. This is the front of it, right? And
Correct.
is it going? Does it feel like it's going to go head first?
It's going to go head first.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. Sweet. What's the distance between the mouth and the head? Like, what's that?
What do you mean, like?
Like from here to here on the creature, is that like 25 foot?
Yeah, we'll go 25 foot high.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. I guess. I can't move. I've got no more actions left, so I just have to hold here for a second, and I'll think about it.
Okay. Ghost, what are you doing? This thing starts to move.
It does. Those insulated capsules I saw before.
Yeah. They
How many
they're
medium
all,
creatures like could fit inside that?
I would say, how many jackalwares were there? About 6, 7?
6-ish.
They're quite large. Sorry, you were saying something. Did I blow all of them up when I blow up the hand? Or?
You can run to the edge of the hand and see if there's any left.
The edge
Yeah,
of the
let's
hand's
try that.
The edge of the hand's at the floor, though, right?
Correct.
Like it's on the ground.
Yeah.
So when you're there, you're pretty much out anyway.
That's fair. No, I don't like it. I am, and going to mount Emby and dash to the hand.
Okay. Dash down the arm to the hand. There is a capsule left.
Wonderful. We both jump in.
All right, do you close it?
Oh, my friend's gonna do this. I'll run initiative order. Can I hold my action to close it
You can.
at the last second?
Yeah, you can.
Wonderful. Yep.
All right. Hera, what are you doing?
Do you mention to any of us what you're doing, or do you just bolt?
You see Ghost just bolting out.
Okay.
No.
What did
I guess
Vargir
I
do?
did.
Vargir
He
is
disappeared.
standing at the edge of the mouth, kind of like riding it down at the moment.
Okay, that seems like not the best plan. I mean, Ghost looked pretty intent on getting somewhere. Maybe he's got a plan. What the fuck are we doing? Oh,
He was good.
yeah, I suppose, run after Ghost. Be like, where are you going? What are you doing?
There's a capsule. Come on.
Like a pill? But I suppose I will just action dash and run after him and try and get in the capsule.
All right, you run down the arm as well. Puck.
Yeah, so I threw my grappling hook up into the shoulder that is now highest.
Correct.
Because it's on the gun arm.
Yep.
Is the rope dangle, like, can I see the rope?
Yeah, it's dangling.
Great. I want to leap out and catch it and ride it down to the ground.
That would be amazing if you succeed on the dexterity check.
Yep. Acrobatics.
Yep.
Fucking bless being gone. Fuck this. That's okay. I rolled an 18.
Inspire yourself.
Yeah. Guide me. That makes it a 25.
You jump out, grab the rope, and the momentum like swings it out from this thing as it's falling down. So Ghost and Hera running down this arm, you're swinging out this way. Vargir's standing in the mouth. The ground is fast approaching. Molokov.
Sorry. So
okay.
as I'm going down, I just want to see, can I see the cultists?
Give me
They can only teleport a short distance.
30
I think.
feet, yeah. Give me
Cool.
a perception check.
And I'm calling out to my dino. Cool. Perception. Why can't I get these on attack rolls? It's a 20.
You You
That's-
do. They're behind it.
Yeah.
And they are just bolting towards the mist.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll call my dino. That's me.
Sure. Markov.
Yeah, I ain't got no fancy deck skills or lots of speed. So I think Molokov's going to try and be smart. So we're falling this way, like face first.
Correct.
Yeah. I think Molokov is going to run to the back of the brain, the big squishy brain,
Nice.
and sort of almost brace his, like sort of crouch down, brace his shield against it. And you see he draws like a symbol on the back of the shield. And he just casts guidance and hopes for the best.
All right. Vargia, is there anything you would like to do as this thing almost hits the ground?
Do I keep freezing? Maybe I do, and I might.
Yeah.
I don't think I've noticed it, but yeah, what would you like to do? This is the last thing before it hits the ground.
The last thing before it hits the ground. It's 25 foot. Shit. I think the best thing I can do is no, it's not. Can I? Is it still opportunity to run down the arm?
It's a lot harder now. It'll require a check.
Boy.
Okay. I think I'm gonna run down the arm.
All right, so you're kind of like standing there in the mouth, reassess your options, and just bolt for it.
I just gotta grab my. I completely forgot.
All good. It's going to be an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay, I'll do athletics. That's +4. That's a 19.
19. You reassess your options and bolt down the arm, and as you do, you see Ghost starting to close the capsule with him and Hera inside it. You yell out, and he kind of waits that extra second before diving into it, hurting his shoulder on the way in. But Ghost, you close the capsule as this
Suddenly got very compact in here.
very compact as this thing falls down. Molokov, you bounce into the brain and get yourself covered in the goo, but it does break your fall as it flies out of the mouth and cushions you hitting the ground. Puck, you swing out and land on Swift Scale as this thing kind of starts falling behind you, and the rest of you just hear outside the capsule everything falling down around you.
Get jostled around in there too.
As that is the conclusion of the Titan fight and the end of the battle.
Oh, right.
So, go for it.
Is it? I still see 2 enemies.
Sure, the cultists are making a run for it. What would you like to do?
Depending if anyone's coming with me, but I don't think we should let them get away. We should at least try and question them.
So 3 people are in a capsule, one's in a brain. You don't see anyone.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, I'm just gonna leg it
Okay.
on my dino.
Sure. So if we go around, so you catch up to them on your dino. They're running quite close together.
Yep. My dinosaur has a feature where if he runs for more than 20 feet,
Uh-huh.
he can make a pounce attack.
Go for it. Roll for attack.
So, and then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn. That player must succeed on a strength saving throw. So I don't think I make an attack. I think I just do it.
Yep. That is a 3.
That will fail. So I'm going to. That one gets knocked prone.
Uh-huh.
And the dinosaur is just gonna sit over it and be intimidating. And I'm gonna shoot with my hand crossbow. The other one.
Go for it.
That's I rolled a 14 plus what is it? Plus 8. So what's that? 22.
22, that will hit. Go for damage.
Yeah. Cool. That is 4 plus 6, 10 points of piercing.
10 points piercing. As he's running, he's doing that like last minute movie run, and you just aim the crossbow and it as he slumps down.
Cool. And the one underneath me, I'm going to say, I don't think you're going anywhere. You're going to come with us.
He looks terrified.
Yeah, I'm going to hop off and I'm going to take out a little hank of rope
Okay.
and tie his hands behind his back. And I'm going to gag him as well because he's a wizard.
So you make sure he can't speak, make sure he can't use his hands, and tie him together as...
That's going to take me a while, though. Yeah.
Sure. So as that all happens, the Titan has fallen, and it is now the end of combat. So, I think we will take a break,
Yep.
and then we will see what happens in the aftermath.